All right, let's dive in. Today, we're taking a deep dive into theta healing,
Ooh, interesting.
specifically why some practitioners, like ourselves, actually couldn't quite crack the code of making it a successful business.
Yeah, like you're supposed to manifest abundance, right?
Right, exactly. We've got all the materials here, the manuals, Vianna Stibal's book,
Oh, wow, yeah.
and of course our own experience.
Oh, real life stuff.
Yeah, and those bank statements that weren't exactly overflowing. Haha.
Exactly. It's like the system promises so much, but
Right.
where did things go wrong? So let's break it down.
Okay, so Theta Healing 101, right? It's all about getting into this theta brainwave state.
Like super deep relaxation, they say.
Yeah, and in that state, you connect with the creator of all that is.
Big C, creator.
Yeah, exactly. And supposedly reprogram those pesky subconscious beliefs.
And those beliefs, they say, operate on 4 levels. Core, genetic, historical.
Yeah. Whoa, slow down, 4 levels.
Yeah. And soul.
Okay, that's a lot to unpack.
Right. And they use muscle testing to pinpoint these beliefs.
Oh, yeah, like that biofeedback stuff.
Exactly. Kind of like that.
Okay, so then come the techniques,
The fun part.
like digging, where you try to unearth the root cause of a limiting belief.
Digging deep, literally.
And then there's future reading, where, get this, practitioners visualize scenarios on the left side of a client's body
Oh, I remember that.
to see potential outcomes, which, we tried all of this.
We were dedicated students.
Wait, but the consistency, especially when it came to financial abundance, it
wasn't quite adding up, was it?
yeah.
One thing that always struck me looking back at the manuals is this huge emphasis on instant healing.
Interesting.
Like if you just apply the techniques right, boom, immediate shifts, even in your finances.
It's very appealing, especially when you're starting out.
Oh, totally.
But then what happens when those instant results don't show up?
You start to question things.
Right. The system, your skills, even your clients. Maybe.
For sure, it raises questions about that gap between the theta healing ideal and, well, reality.
Right. And that gap, maybe that's part of the reason some practitioners struggle financially.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about those struggles.
Let's get real.
We know firsthand that building a successful theta healing practice isn't as easy as just getting certified.
It's not just about the certificate.
Right. So what factors might be at play here? Why this disconnect between, believing in abundance and actually having it?
Well, one thing people often underestimate is the business side of things.
Oh, yeah.
Theta healing focuses so much on the spiritual, the energetic,
But not the practical stuff.
exactly, like marketing, managing clients, pricing.
All those nitty-gritty details.
Yeah, we were so caught up in mastering the healing techniques
Oh, totally.
that we kind of forgot about the business basics, and that hurt us.
Big time.
It's like having a toolbox full of amazing tools.
But no instructions.
Exactly. And in a crowded market, those practical skills, essential. Another thing that's interesting is this concept of downloading feelings.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
So practitioners are taught to instill specific feelings into their clients, like the feeling of being wealthy, to help them manifest those things.
Okay, but is that really empowering? Or is it just bypassing the deeper work?
Right. Are we giving them a temporary feeling, or are we facilitating genuine change? Big question.
It makes you think. And what about the techniques themselves?
Yeah.
Some of them, like soul fragment retrieval or DNA activation, they make pretty bold claims.
They do?
Did you ever feel unsure about using them, especially with managing client expectations?
Oh, definitely. Especially when clients came with complex issues or deep trauma.
Right, because theta healing, while it has potential, it's not a substitute for professional help.
Absolutely not.
We have to know our limits, be clear about what we can and cannot offer.
And that honesty, that transparency, crucial for building trust for a sustainable business.
Absolutely. If you're always overpromising and underdelivering.
Your reputation takes a hit, and so does your bottom line.
Okay, so we've talked about the lack of business skills, the unrealistic expectations, the ethical considerations.
It's a lot to consider.
What else might be contributing to financial struggles?
Well, there's market saturation.
Oh, yeah.
Theta healing's gotten super popular.
So much competition.
Exactly. It's tough for new practitioners to stand out, especially without a strong online presence.
Right. And then there's the power of personal beliefs.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Theta healing says our beliefs create our reality.
So true.
But if a practitioner has deep-seated negative beliefs about money, about success, their own worthiness.
It's going to be a uphill battle no matter how skilled they are.
It's like trying to teach swimming when you're afraid of the water yourself.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah.
So we've got all these factors: instant healing emphasis, lack of business training,
Unrealistic expectations, ethical concern.
crowded market, personal beliefs. It's
No wonder some practitioners struggle to make a living.
and yet there are those who thrive in the theta healing world.
That's the thing.
What makes them different? Is it just luck? Or are there specific strategies, mindsets?
That's what we'll dig into next time.
Because
Because what we're really looking for are those missing puzzle pieces, right?
right.
Why did some struggle while others soared? And what can we learn from both to find a more sustainable path?
Whether it's within theta healing or beyond.
That's the key, right?
Exactly. Okay, so let's switch gears a bit
Okay.
and look at Vianna Stibal.
Oh, yeah. The founder of Theta Healing.
Her story is really fascinating.
It is. It kind of shows both the potential
Mm-hmm.
and the challenges of building a business around Theta Healing.
Yeah, like she talks about healing herself from what she thought was cancer.
Lymphatic cancer, yeah.
It's a powerful story.
It is, and it's easy to see why it would resonate with people.
Totally.
But even in her book, she mentions facing skepticism from doctors, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and really emphasizing taking responsibility for her own health.
Right, so it wasn't just about belief. She made lifestyle changes, used natural remedies.
Alongside Theta Healing.
Exactly, and that's a nuance that sometimes gets lost,
It does.
Theta healing is often presented as this, like, quick fix.
Yeah.
But Vianna herself admits it's not always that simple.
Mm-hmm. She even mentions a client who refused further sessions.
Really?
Yeah, he was worried it would mess with his workers' comp claim.
Oh, wow.
It's a reminder that real life is complicated,
Yeah.
even when you're dealing with these like powerful belief systems.
For sure, like that saying, man plans, God laughs.
Oh, I remember feeling that tension so much when I was practicing.
Yeah.
You want to believe in the miracles,
Of course.
but then you're hit with the reality of people's choices, their circumstances.
And the limits of what you can actually do.
Right,
It's a constant balancing act.
definitely.
And honestly, I don't think theta healing training really prepares you for that.
I agree.
There's so much focus on the techniques, the beliefs,
Yeah.
that the ethics, the practical stuff.
Gets pushed aside. Okay, so let's talk about the business model itself.
Okay.
Vianna built this global brand, right? Using this certification system, you start with basic DNA.
Yeah, then advanced DNA.
Manifesting and abundance, all these specialized courses.
Ah, it's a whole system.
It's a tiered system, which,
Yeah.
definitely generates revenue.
Oh, for sure.
But it creates this dynamic where practitioners are always encouraged to invest more,
More time, more money.
to level up. And that can be tricky.
Especially if you're already struggling.
Exactly. It
Oh.
can feel like you're on this treadmill,
Yeah, I know that feeling.
always chasing the next level, the next certification.
And it can take the joy out of the work, you know?
Oh, absolutely. For me, it started to feel more like a hustle than a calling.
I hear that.
It's interesting, though, even in the manuals, there are these little critiques of practitioners who are in it for the wrong reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Vianna talks about these two types of like dysfunctional healers,
Okay.
those who serve everyone but themselves,
Oh,
and those who are power hungry.
interesting.
It's like she's acknowledging that ego can creep in.
Even in the spiritual field.
Right, which makes you wonder, can you really be a successful theta healer
Mm-hmm.
without like compromising your integrity?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is, and there's no easy answer.
No, but we need more honesty in the theta healing community.
I agree.
Less hype, more real talk about the challenges, the ethics, the financial realities.
Because that whole manifest anything message,
It's seductive.
it is, but it also sets people up for disappointment,
Absolutely. Success takes more than just positive thinking.
right? You need a solid plan, understand your market,
And be willing to put in the work, even when it's tough.
and be honest about your motivations.
Yeah, why are you doing this?
Are you truly passionate about helping people?
Or are you chasing a quick fix?
Because those shortcuts rarely lead to anything lasting.
True.
So if you're listening and you're a theta healer struggling financially,
You're not alone.
we've been there, we get it.
Be kind to yourself.
Acknowledge the challenges, find support.
Because even though our theta healing journeys didn't quite go as planned,
We still believe in the power of energy work, personal transformation.
and we've learned that success,
It's not just about money.
it's about aligning your values, your work, your desires.
It's about creating a life that feels right,
Authentic.
Yeah, regardless of the path.
They're the external markers of success.
Exactly. Okay, so We've talked about like all the challenges of building a theta healing practice.
Yeah, a lot to unpack.
And I think it's time to like bring it back to us,
Our own experiences.
Yeah, we both went through the certifications, put in the work, really wanted to help people.
For sure.
But we didn't like hit that financial abundance we'd hoped for.
It happened.
So like, what do you think held us back?
That's a tough one.
It is.
I don't think there's just one answer,
Yeah.
But for me, looking back, I think a big part of it was just like a lack of business skills.
Oh, yeah.
I came from a very spiritual background, so marketing, selling myself, that felt...
Comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. I was so focused on the healing side that I...
Neglected the practical stuff.
Totally.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Did you feel that way too?
Oh, absolutely. I remember feeling like I had to choose,
Queen.
like healer or businesswoman, like they couldn't coexist.
Right, and I think that conflict, it really messed with me.
Me too. And then there's this pressure, like to always be abundant,
Oh, yeah, like you can't have a bad day.
Exactly. You can't have a financial slump or even a moment of doubt.
Because then you're like a failure.
Yeah, like you're not a true believer.
It's crazy.
It is, and it can be so isolating.
Totally, you feel like you can't talk about it.
Exactly, because then you're like questioning the whole system.
Right, and then you start doubting yourself, your abilities.
Yeah, and it can spiral.
It can.
But I think those struggles, they teach you a lot.
Oh, for sure. They make you confront your own stuff.
Yeah, get real about your motivations.
And what success really means to you,
Absolutely. It's not always about the money.
No, it's about finding that alignment. Like
Between your values and your work.
Exactly.
So if you're listening and you're a theta healing practitioner and you're struggling,
don't give up.
we get it. We've been there.
Be kind to yourself.
Find your people, those who understand.
Because even though our theta healing journeys didn't quite go as we imagined,
We still believe in the power of energy work, personal growth.
it's powerful stuff.
It is. And I think the biggest lesson for us
Yeah.
is that true success, it's not just about external things.
It's an inside job.
Exactly. It's about creating a life that feels authentic, aligned.
Yeah, regardless of the path.
So if you're feeling lost, remember, you have the power to choose.
To redefine your goals.
Create a life that feels right for you.
It's your journey.
And that's what it's all about, right? It's not a straight line,
More like a winding path.
full of ups and downs.
But that's where the growth happens.
Exactly. And that's what makes it all worthwhile.
Well said.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into theta healing
It's been real.
and all the complexities of success, financial and otherwise.
Keep seeking, keep growing.
And keep creating the life you truly desire.
We'll see you next time.